welcome back, folks. Today we are in a completely different spot. We've never actually camped down here before. We're going to give it a try. I don't know. We might wake up with a meth lab in our lap, or we might get run off in the middle of the night, or there's no telling what can happen. So it should be fun. We brought some good groceries. Our weather took a turn for the worst. It's been in the 50s and 40s, and yesterday I think it got up to 60, but the winds were blowing, I don't know, 40, 50 miles an hour, and wasn't much sense getting out. We are under a red flag warning, which I may build a fire in the grill, just a charcoal fire, but I don't believe I'd get away with an open flame or anything like that. I don't believe I'd want to chance it, to be honest with you, because it's still windy and dry. And you're probably thinking, how am I going to catch this river on fire? Let me turn you around here and I'll see. Well, I'll just give you a panoramic shot, I guess. If I can undo the little knob. We are on the river, as you can see. But behind us is all timber. And it's fairly close, you know, to the van. We sure don't want to set it on fire, I know that. This would be a tough one. And there we go. There's a new addition to the van. I got that cargo carrier, or what I thought was a cargo carrier. It turns out it was just a bracket to bolt a toolbox to. So I improvised and built a platform and bolted it to it. Well, get off the tripod, dummy. See if we can get over here and see a little better. I'm going to take a walk up through there in a little bit. Whoa. And zoom some. Maybe see if I can tip over on one of them sandbars. One thing about it, I'm not going to mess around on the ice. I think 2 people died yesterday or day before falling through the ice here in Iowa that I heard about. And I think there was a couple of more in the hospital that was trying to rescue the one guy. And I'm not in that big a hurry to make the news or see my maker. But if we can get on that sandbar, we're going to go over there and go treasure hunting. Let me see. I had a viewer. Let me zoom this back in. And a viewer, supporter, whatever you want to call them, send me a nifty gadget. Actually, he tracked it down and gave it to me in person. Well, I'll spit it out in a minute. It is a E-ray humidity meter, but what it does, it gives you the temperature, the humidity. You can change it to wet bulb. It says right now it's cooling down, that wind's hitting it. Let's see what it cools down to real quick. Well, it's down to 31. Anyway, about 31.32 degrees. Humidity is 28.7 something now. Let's switch it over and see what the temperature is Canadian. It'll give you the wet bulb, the humidity. Looks like it is minus 5.66 Celsius. No, that might be the wet bulb. Hang on. Well, tell you what I do know. Oh, it's like 0 Celsius. It'd help if I had my glasses on, but I thought that was kind of cool. I don't even know if you can see me or where I'm at, but it'll tell you everything. Temperature, wet bulb, humidity, all kind of stuff. I'm still trying to figure it out, but appreciate it, Shane. That's just what I needed. He got tired of me struggling with that analog thermometer in there, I guess. But thanks again, Shane. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'm going to get you cut off. I've been out here for probably, hour and a half, just messing around and leveling up the van, thawing out my water jug, stuff like that. So I'm going to scrap me up some lunch, and I'll get back with you in a minute. All right, folks, I'll tell you what, it sure is nice out here. The wind could die down a little more. It's not bad right here behind the van, but if I step out from behind here, we're going to feel it, that's for sure. And I'm thinking by early in the morning, that big snag over there of a tree is going to be full of eagles. Let me see if I can zoom this, and I'll show you an eagle nest. See which way is zoom on this thing. Up there in the top of that tree, I don't know if you can see it or if I can quit shaking, there's a nest over there. So we might see something there. But in the meantime, I think we'll just go for a little hike. If I can get this back to normal. I think that's normal. Well, as normal as stuff is around here. But there is a trail up here. So we're going to take off for a minute. You know me and my hiking abilities. Well, you'll hear me huffing and puffing in the microphone, I'm sure, because it's uphill. And I need to swap hands with this camera, I guess, and hope the microphone's working and all kind of stuff. I don't know if that's another part of the trail or if that's just a wash. Probably an animal trail anyway. Well, I'm sure this whole thing's a wash when it starts raining. Hang on, let me swap hands. This selfie stick, I should have, my other tripod, my good one, it actually comes apart and you can turn it into a selfie stick. But I didn't want to change the camera mount over for this iPhone. Excuse me. Because I'm lazy. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Tell you what, I'm going to turn it off for now before I start huffing and puffing. I'll get back with you when we run across something cool. All right, folks, we're somewhere up around the top. Man, this is definitely not fat kid friendly, but it is cool. Quite a little ways down there, and my van is somewhere down there under that hill. I'm not sure where. I mean, I know how I got here, and I know how to get back, but I don't think taking a shortcut down there is going to be the answer. I don't believe. Yeah. No shortcuts for the fat kid, but it is pretty. Oh, my audio's working. I never even checked this microphone. But let me get you cut off one more time. Then I don't know. We'll get out of here one way or the other. I promise. We're not stranded. There you go, folks. Tell it like it is. We have made it back to flat ground, and not a moment too soon. Luckily, nobody had their house nearby. I didn't huff and puff and blow it away. But you can tell it's been a long winter already. Back last summer, I was walking, I don't know, up to 3 miles every couple of days, and wasn't having any real problems. But I believe I have put on a couple of pounds and laid around the house throwing wood in the wood stove. till I've got out of shape again, or in worse shape. I never was in shape. Well, yeah, 40 years ago, but other than that, I'll tell you what, it is nice, though. There were, well, since I've been out here, I don't know, I've been here since like noon, I guess. I saw one Jeep come down here and turn around, and I saw a pickup with what looked like a couple in it. I don't know, they had a topper on the back. They might have had the same idea I did, I'm not sure. Or probably, I don't know. But anyway, when they backed out, I did see them out there walking around on the sandbar. I don't know, probably doing the same thing I'm doing, just enjoying it. But sooner or later, we're going to make it back to the van. I'll show you something I put up here earlier if I can find it, because it's kind of cool. I'm not, into a bunch of stuff, but on one of my videos, I think I showed you where I found some painted rocks, and on the back there was a Facebook page. So I got on there and posted where I found them, and told them, I had a YouTube page, and there's no telling where they would turn up. But I did leave one here, and I don't know if that couple that was in here earlier, no, they didn't spot it. It's still there. But we'll see where this one ends up at, if they actually get on the Facebook page. It says hang in there. And if you turn it over, there's the Facebook page where you can log on there and tell them where you found it. Of course, I got it upside down. But anyway, hopefully somebody finds it. I know there's a lot of people out here in the summertime. People fishing, kids playing. I don't know. I don't know what they really do. But anyway, I know what we're going to do. We've got a decision to make. What is for supper? And I was thinking about breaking out my charcoal grill, but I know you can't hear it right now. I got my back to the wind. The wind's still kicking pretty good. And when it blows across this iced over river, it kind of drops the temperature a little bit. We have got the perfect spot. If it was, I don't know, 30, 40 degrees warmer, we'd have the awning out, be sitting out here around the fire pit, just having a good time. But as it is, we're just glad there's sun. And I do have a solar panel out over here, and it's doing its job. The one on the roof, however, not so much. There ain't no telling how much gravel road dust is on it. And I need to get up there and clean it off. What I got to do is get me one of those extendable ladders. I don't know. I think they come in like a 10 or 12 foot one, which is really about what I need. I don't know, 10 or 11 foot. Hell, 10 foot would get me up there to clean that panel off when it needs it. And I really want to put that panel up there on the roof also. But it sure is handy when the sun ain't, shining in the right direction. You can put it wherever you want it, which is what I've done today. I don't know. They'd look into one of those folding solar panels, one of the portable ones. That way I can mount that one permanent, which worked great in the summer. And then, I don't know, use that folding one, which would be a whole lot easier to store than that big rigid one. Use that when I need it. But folks, we're going to get in here and make a decision on supper. It would be nice if this wind would lay down about sundown, and then we could stoke up a little fire in the portable grill, because I have some of that turkey kielbasa left over from last trip. It's been vacuum sealed and frozen since then. And I have a couple of chicken breasts. So we got to figure out what we're going to eat. All right, guys, be back in just a minute. All right, everybody, we might be a little ambitious here. I'm not sure, but well, let me get this going first. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make some of this Martha White cornbread in this little baby cast iron skillet, hopefully. And I'm going to let the skillet heat up while the oven's preheating. Then we are going to make a conglomeration. Wow. I've got some chicken breast. I'm going to dice up one of those or slice it or something. Then I've got some of this Johnsonville Polish kielbasa turkey, which we know from the last video. I didn't mean to buy that, but I didn't read for comprehension. Bell pepper, onion. And my theory is I'm going to saute that bell pepper and onion, the kielbasa, and some chicken in this skillet. And then when I get that sauteed up real good, I'm going to put my water in there and dump in this long grain and wild rice. Then let it simmer until the rice gets done. I don't know. You tell me. Is it going to be good? Is it even going to work? I know one thing. I'm going to have to turn that heater off with this oven preheating, which is a good thing. Saving diesel. So I'm going to get the cornbread mixed up while the oven's preheating. Then I'll get the peppers, the onions, the turkey, and the Polish sausage diced up. And when the cornbread gets done, we'll pull that oven off the burner and then we'll saute all this. Hopefully we can keep the cornbread warm till we get this stuff done, which I know that rice is going to take probably 20 minutes at least. Yeah, bring it to a boil. Cover, reduce to low, simmer 25 to 30 minutes. May take longer than that. Anyway, we can eat cold cornbread too, or we'll just dump this conglomeration over the top of it. All right, guys, I'll get back with you when we make something happen. All right, folks, we have our cornbread done. It's in the oven, just staying warm. Got my chicken, my kielbasa, my bell pepper, my onions, and my skillet is hot, apparently. Apparently way hot. We'll turn that down a little bit. I did leave out an ingredient earlier, and I don't remember where I saw it. Well, there, we'll just throw that down there till we get ready for it. Got some garlic salt, because a man needs salt and garlic. Keep the vampires off of you. And some black pepper. Plenty of black pepper. But what I left out earlier was I'm also going to add these. They are jalapeno and bacon pinto beans, the perfect bean with applewood smoked bacon. It's by the Serious Bean Company. And I think I saw Blaine on Flat Broke Outdoors do some of these. I think he put them on a Blackstone or something, just heated them up, but said you could eat them by themselves. So I figured, why not? They got to be good in here with the chicken and the smoked sausage, onions, peppers. Dump those in there, get it all going, and then add that rice. I thought about putting some chicken broth in here to cook that rice in, but there's a seasoning packet in it, and I can see me overdoing that quick. I mean, I'm not real health conscious about the sodium and stuff like that, but I don't want to kill myself any quicker than, than it just naturally happens. So I opted not to do the chicken broth, which would have been just chicken bouillon cube and water. So I decided I better not do that. All right, we're going to cook this down, add these beans, and I got to look at them. Oh, yeah. Wow. All right, folks. I'm going to tell you right now. It says Dude Perfect. Jalapeno and bacon pinto beans from the Serious Bean Company. I found these at Walmart, and right now I'm just kicking myself in the butt for waiting so long to try them. I'm going to show you this cornbread, and I probably shouldn't, because I can see all kind of bad things happening here. Oh, well, I don't know if the cornbread's still hot, but the skillet is. I can just set that up there. All right, folks, there, I can't get out of the light. There is our cornbread. Matter of fact, while it's still smoking hot, I ought to go ahead and melt some butter on top. All right, guys, let me get this cut off. I'm going to butter this cornbread, and I'll see you when we really get it going. All right, welcome back. We about got it done. We're watching some boondock and Cajun style over here. I need to get that shut off. I don't think they'll get us for copyright, but if you get a chance, look them up. They're pretty cool. They got quite the houseboat out on a lake somewhere in Louisiana. All right, here's what we got. Shut it down. Not real sure. Well, not real sure which side of the light to stand on. But it's onions, bell peppers, kielbasa, chicken, wild and long grain rice, jalapeno and applewood smoked bacon beans. Sorry, I was watching my pot instead of the camera. But what I think I'll do, get me a piece of this cornbread. You know what? I'll just go ahead and get 2 pieces. Throw it down in the bottom of that bowl. Throw it down in the bottom of that bowl. Then just scoop this right over the top of it. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Only thing I see wrong is I probably made too much. Then I can't hold the camera still. But there we go. And I still have a pot full left. Throw the lid on it. Tell you what, I want to show you this hot sauce. I did put some of this Seaborn hot sauce on it, and the label's a little washed out because I've had it for a while. It's hot Scotch bonnet hot sauce, but my wife gets it at the farmer's market, and it's made right here close to us. I mean, real close. Hopefully you can see his phone number, and I think that's an email address. This product was produced at a residential property that is exempt from state licensing and inspections. 3-month ferment. Anyway, get a chance, look it up. Like I said, my wife gets it at the local farmer's market, and he has got some good stuff. I don't know how many bottles I've ate already. This is Friday the 13th hot sauce. And I don't know if that's 1.5 month or 15-month fermentation. Anyway, it's good stuff. Get a chance, look them up. We're going to take this and kick our boots off, sit back on the bed, eat it, and watch some more YouTube. All right, guys, see you in the morning. Hey, good morning, folks. I'll tell you what, we are being lazy today. I'm not even sure what time it is. I woke up about 4:30 and turned the heat up a little bit. It was like 50 degrees in here. And I thought, well, I'll just lay here in bed until that heater warms it up a little more. I woke up sometime after 6, made me some coffee and sat around here. Got a hold of the wife, see what her plans were today. And that way I'd kind of have an idea whether I need to go home or stay another night. But anyway, I did inventory. We're definitely not going to stay another night, I don't think. Refilled the diesel heater this morning and didn't quite have enough diesel left in the jug to fill it completely up. And I've had it running all morning, which if I shut it off now, I'd be all right. But it was a lovely 18 degrees when I got up this morning. I've been outside a couple of times, got the generator running, trying to recharge my battery in there. And since I had the generator running, I went ahead and cheated and used the electric coffee pot to make me some coffee. Was putting away my leftovers from last night. Well, I mean, I put them away last night. I was getting them out of that big cast iron skillet, putting it in a plastic bowl, thinking about what I was going to have for breakfast. Well, I was spooning some in the bowl, spooning some in my mouth. I don't know. I may have already eaten breakfast. By the time I got it all put in the bowl and put in the cooler, I was kind of full. I think I ate as much as I put in the bowl. But we got to do something. Like I say, I got the generator running. Sun just popped up over the hill over here. That's a bad part about this spot. You don't get, the sun doesn't hit you till, I don't know, after 10 o'clock or about 10 o'clock maybe. So, but we're getting some out there now. I don't know. No sense dragging this out and you watching me drink coffee. When I get a game plan figured out, I'll get back with you. If I wasn't out of diesel and wasn't out of beer, I wouldn't move today. But if nothing else, we got to hit a store or go home. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're in no hurry. All right, guys. Like I say, I got to get motivated and then I'll get back with you. All right, folks. We've sat around here. I finally did eat. Let me shut this off. Finally did go ahead and make me some apple cinnamon oatmeal. And thought about it. And I'm going to have to leave to get me some more diesel fuel and a couple other little things I need. And I figure if I'm having to pack up all this, I don't know if I'm coming back here or just going to spend the night at home. I know it's going to be like back up in the 60s tomorrow. I think the low tonight's 12. But I don't know. We're going to do something. What I got to do is get off those leveling blocks, get that generator packed up, everything strapped down, put my solar panel back inside, and go from there. So, if you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, hit it anyway. It'll help me out. No, you don't have to. I'd just like to thank everybody for watching, and we will see you on the next one.